Well, this will be a good one.
I'm beat.
I hate puppies. It's the heat.
It's something.
Good podcast.
I feel threatened.
Timing is everything.
That hit different tonight. I do feel threatened. Okay. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Pallet House, the only podcast dedicated to solving first world problems and hopefully helping you figure out what beer you should be drinking this weekend. Actually, Troy, I'm going to start out. I brought you a little something. I don't know if you'll be drinking it this weekend, but I saw this today and I thought of you. I wanted you to...
Lone Mutt Hydrating Mocktails. This is the Barking Mule Sparkling Blackberry, Ginger, and Lime with electrolytes.
Dude, it's got 5 calories.
Dude, this looks awesome.
No ABV. Like,
yeah.
It's a mocktail, but it's
Do you guys want to try
mule.
this? It's a 16 ouncer. I can
Knock
pour
yourself out, man.
Tell if this is worthwhile, and then we'll
You
try
guys
it.
want to try it?
I'll give it a shot.
Kind of stewing over here.
What does
That
that
back and
even
forth?
mean?
Brendan's frolicking with this freak flag out in Key West, and the only one he thinks about is Troy. Thanks.
Oh, a little
Thanks,
upset.
guy.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's great.
It doesn't bother me that you're upset.
Are there no cups, Stu?
Uh-oh.
We got a whole nother.
How the hell did we go through?
Right there in front of you. They're white.
I'm hoping that thing's good, dude.
Smells pretty good.
Well, shit, now I want it. I'll take a little
In what
shot.
state did you
Just a
purchase
little
them?
shot. Just down the street.
Oh,
You think he muled this all the way back via
In my anus.
Yeah. Brew Customs
well, it's only 16 ounces.
sideways.
Okay, that's a little sweet, but not bad.
It's gonna be sweet. I mean, all that shit's sweet.
Tastes sugar free.
It's almost a little tart, though.
Oh, yeah.
Tart. Oops, sorry.
I don't know. I was excited to see this. So I went by. We have a new coffee shop around the way. It's called Foxtail.
No idea. Where is this?
Directly across the street from the 7 Brew, which is like going after the kids, like more sugar, more bullshit. And then I guess this Foxtail place, it had started in Florida, and they got a handful of them. And now
Hold
they
on. Which 7 Brew? Because there's literally like
It's the-
3
it's
on
next to
Midland.
next to
Club.
Supper Club
On the turnpike.
at the roundabout.
Midlow,
Okay.
Winterfield.
So they put in this new coffee shop, and I've been dying to go there. And we didn't have any coffee this morning, so my wife and I popped in there. And I walk in, and the first thing I notice about this place is like, this is finally like Starbucks have gotten dirty. Am I right? Like they're kind of like,
I haven't been in
I go
Starbucks.
into Starbucks once every year, maybe.
I don't go in.
that's fine. I try not to go in them. So we all agree, fuck Starbucks.
You mean
I think
dirt-
everything's on the decline.
What do you mean
Chipotle's
dirt?
on the
Like
decline.
like physically gross? Like
yeah, like if
dirty?
you notice you go into Chipotle and like the trash is overflowing,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
not as kept.
all of them are going
Yeah.
that way.
Well, Starbucks has
Chipotle's
gotten
killing me with the fucking portion size. Like you used to get a burrito that like you couldn't.
portion sizes.
Yeah.
That the CEO was like mandated was like, stop fucking skimping.
Every time I go in there, I get a burrito that looks like fucking Taco Bell. Like
Yeah.
I've started.
you can
doing-
hold it with one fucking hand and eat it in fucking 4 minutes. Like
Yeah, it's not what it was, but it's
Yeah.
better than it's worth.
it tastes great.
I'll give it that. Even that new chicken they have, the El Pastor chicken, it's got a little spice to it. I
Yes.
like it. Not bad. But
Starbucks.
Starbucks has gotten dirty inside, and my kids insist on going to Starbucks or going through the drive-throughs, and I'm just like, I don't want to support it, so I'm always on the lookout for local coffee shops. Now this place, oh boy,
We have a technical issue.
it's still recording, but we haven't seen that one in a while.
Yeah.
Good God. But I'm always looking for like local coffee shops. Now Foxtail is not necessarily local. It's on its expansion horizon. Like I said, it's a bunch in Florida. Now there's 2 in Richmond. But I saw it go in. I was like, I want to check it out. So I pop in, and immediately I walk in and they have like a whole pallet wall. And I was like, all right, like cut of your jib. This is all right. And then I noticed they had 4 taps, and it was like they had a Vale beer on tap, and they had like, so they had a white Ferrari from the Vale. They had a couple like nice local beers. And I
Hard
was
to
like,
get.
It really is.
They have to be buddies with the Veil to get him.
Somehow
Yeah.
they have local beers in there, just 4 of them. But so like after a certain point in the day, you could go in there, grab a pint, and sit at the little coffee bar.
Like
I was
9 a.m.
There, I didn't notice anyone drinking beer at 9 a.m. this morning, but
Challenge accepted.
Are they serving food?
yeah, that was the other thing. They had like fucking paninis and shit. So it still had like your egg bites like a Starbucks, but then it had some better food choices. I was like, okay, I could actually eat that. Whereas whenever you go to Starbucks, it's like a last resort thing.
Yeah.
Like I may die if I don't eat. I'll go in there and have this Gruyere and chicken sausage bullshit.
That really they get from the same buyer of from Costco, and they just
Yeah.
air fry it.
No, that's actually
That's all frozen.
100% fact because
Yeah.
the guy who runs that shit was my client at one time. So like that's literally
Yeah.
the same stuff.
I remember the first time, 12 years ago when they started kind of promoting their food, and it's the exact same menu, and you're like, this is delicious. And then you see it like a few months later in Costco, and you're like, this is just as delicious as what I make it in my air fryer.
Yeah.
And I get it for 1/4 the price.
That's it. Especially the egg bites, like those.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all sous
You can
vide
buy
shit.
Starbucks egg bites.
Yes, but they're not called that. But it is the same
It's the
company.
exact same thing.
I don't do shopping.
And
so
they
I
are
don't
delicious.
know.
They are. They're great. They're great to get your hands on. But yes, if you pick up the egg bites in Costco, like Cuisine Solutions.
So
or something.
Foxtails is across the street, across Midlow or across the other street?
Midlow.
It's on our side of Midlow,
Okay.
but it's like I popped in there.
Is it by the Qdoba or whatever, like in that little area?
Other side of the roundabout.
Supper Club?
Okay.
He's never been. Yeah, it's next door.
Okay.
I don't know where Supper Club is.
That's why I'm trying
You
to.
know the water fountain that's on the front of the building that falls over right in the corner? That's in front of where he's talking about. It's
Okay.
catty corner from the Kroger corner. Like if you're in Kroger, you can
Yeah,
go catty
yeah.
corner.
It's on the caddy side.
Got you. Got you. Now I know what you're talking about.
There you go.
You could have said fire station.
I could have said any of those things. Yeah, Troy used to work in that
Yeah.
fire station volunteering. But yeah, so I popped in there and I was like blown away. I was like, okay, here we go. Proper food. The coffee's
It's a weird
good.
location, right?
It's a
Go-
shit location.
Well, I mean, just to be across from the new Hot 7 Brew, like,
Yeah, but that's where the teenagers go.
And everybody
That's where the adults go.
Everybody can walk there from all those apartments.
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
And-
you don't have to cross Midlow.
I think this is an important factor in a coffee shop. The music was good. I mean, it all follows the coffee shop vibe. It never breaks out from coffee shop vibe.
I'm still curious how they have beer on tap right out of the gate.
I don't know, but they had it and they have good beer. So I was like, okay, so now if my wife wants a 5 o'clock coffee, because she's known for that, I don't like coffee that late in the day. I wouldn't mind a strong IPA while she has a coffee. Both of us are going to wake up. We're going to have different things on our minds after, but we're both going to
Yeah.
wake up. So I was like, all right, I like this. And then they had like handmade dog biscuits and shit.
I
And
love dog.
They'll take pictures of your dog if you bring it in, like put it up. It was like, all right, this is a good coffee
So it's your new
shop
spot.
at the moment. But then I saw they had non-alcoholic mocktails like sitting there, and I was like, come on, this is great. So I thought of you, Troy, and I picked that up.
So I just figured this out. This is Lone Mutt Hydrating Mocktail, and this one's called the Barking Mule, which I was like, that makes no sense. But this is their take on the mule.
Correct. And Lone Mutt, I think they probably just like dog shit.
Instead of Lone Wolf. Lone Mutt.
Lone Mutt. And they seemed to have a dog thing because they were like, my wife was like, can I bring my dog in here? And they were like, it's encouraged. We'll take a picture and put it over there. It'll be one of the dogs.
I love dogs around my food and drink.
Yeah, fortunately, there were no dogs there.
Yeah.
I really don't want other people's dogs there. I'd like my dog there.
I'm so over
Speaking
people
of
taking their
mutts.
fucking dogs everywhere.
Have you heard from your sister?
No, we haven't had an update on the wolf.
Interesting.
She's dog food.
Yeah. I don't have fingers. I can't text you.
I fat elbowed it again.
You're going to have to come visit
Hey
and,
Siri, call 911.
and open this jar for me while you're here. Yeah, I guess I do need to check on her. I was thinking about her today, actually, but
Not
We'll get
enough
to
to,
that.
call.
well,
They did send out some things over the neighborhoods about the coyotes being out and about now.
coyotes are everywhere.
Watch out, little dogs.
And they are? All right.
Just saying.
Yeah.
No, this is good though. I like it. and I appreciate you thinking of me and purchasing it for me.
Yeah, they had a lot of good mix of shit, and so I think
I'll go check it out.
it's worth checking out. I didn't hate it. It felt like a coffee shop I would like to frequent, whereas Starbucks has.
Are
gone
those Seven
so
Brews
downhill.
exclusively drive-throughs?
You can walk up.
Yeah, you can walk
But they don't have any.
Yeah, I walked
indoor-
up one time, and it didn't look like you could go in. And it was treacherous because there were 2 lines of cars wrapped around
yeah.
the damn thing.
Isn't that like Sonic? There's nowhere to sit inside of Sonic.
No,
It's the same thing.
I think Sonic.
Yeah.
Does Sonic still have people on roller skates at all?
I don't know. I haven't been in forever.
I think so.
I dated a girl in college who was a Sonic waitress, and I could go up there and see her roller skate around.
That's so hot.
That's
It
cool.
actually was to
No, I'm
me.
telling you, you definitely kept that relationship going longer every time you saw the roller skate.
All my high school girlfriends I saw on roller skates all the time.
It's kind of hot.
You don't have to sell me on it.
It's weird. I would drive out because it was out in the country. She lived kind
Yeah.
of. She was from the country, but going to school where we went, and I would drive out, and she still worked at her like local country.
There you go.
Sonic, and she'd come rolling out all hot on her skates and serve me, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" it's like that whole roller girl imagery just kind of
Yeah.
like conjures up, and you're like,
You know what else?
"I dig this."
You know
I
what
probably
else?
did keep her around a little bit longer. Of
course you did. Another thing that looks better than it actually is, Sonic's food.
There you go.
Every time you're desperate, you're in another county and
Yeah.
you've been driving for a long time, and you're like, "Oh, Sonic, that sounds good." And every single time, I'm like, "Why did I fucking do this? This
Yeah.
is garbage."
But aren't they known for their milkshakes?
well, that's
No, they're
fine,
known for their limeades.
The limeades? I couldn't remember which one it was.
but all of their stuff is like just they took a sandwich and they soaked it in oil,
Yeah.
and barely flash fried it, and then they're like, "Here you go."
But the limeades and the tots.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what
Their
makes
limeades
it.
are on point.
Yeah, they're great, and they lean into it to the point they do like happy hours
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Like, I respect that. And the ice is that they invented that shit. People call it Chik Fil A ice.
Yeah.
That's Sonic ice.
Actually, I think I remember it being called Sonic Ice.
Yeah, because it was Sonic ice, and then Chik Fil A took over because
Their food's way
Sonic's
better.
out in Sonic's out in rural areas, and Chik Fil A went into yuppie areas.
Yeah.
Fucked everything up. Now they call it Chik Fil A ice. But Sonic ice is better.
I think there's still a Sonic. Is there still a Sonic on Midlow? And
Yeah.
There was one out on Hull Street.
Yeah, right in front of the mall.
I went to a Miata meetup.
No, right
at
in front of the
Sonic.
Home Depot.
That makes sense.
Yeah, bunch of Miatas pulled all in. It was actually kind of cool.
Bunch of guys in roller skates.
Those guys looked way better in their Miatas.
Yep.
I was given the badge of honor of, this must be the highest horsepower Miata here. I was like, sweet.
Nice.
It's like getting a gold medal in the Special
3
Olympics.
gerbils.
Yeah. Not exactly impressive, but I got it.
Yeah.
Had that badge of honor from the boys at Sonic.
That's hilarious.
That's
was good.
exciting.
Yeah, I liked it.
So speaking of, pride things, you were in Key West.
I was gonna say, speaking of boys,
There you go.
you saw a concert.
Oh, I thought you were going to go with a different story there.
Pride and
That was an interesting one. All right, yeah, both of those are stories. I made the mistake of walking out of a gym in Key West shirtless with a gigantic mustache.
Mistake?
Again with the air quotes. Yeah. I made the air quote mistake.
Oh, I knew what I was doing. I was
which part?
Yeah.
The mustache or shirtless?
So
Where's the equipment? Oh, it's in that alley. Help yourself.
I had a full beard, and when
Of course you did.
I wanted to.
Her name was Corey.
I wanted to
Write that down.
Cut
Mark
it.
it.
Cut it out.
I wanted to shave the beard because I was on spring break. It gets
Yeah.
warm, and I like to shave it into
Funny
fun
thing.
things. And so the first thing I did was giant mutton chops for our first dinner out. Giant mutton chops and a mustache. That one literally looked like the personification of meth. It was amazing. I was so proud.
What'd the family think?
They did not like it.
Yep.
Did not like it.
If you're up in the panhandle of Florida, different story.
It would play. In fact, the Key West that I remember, I thought this will play. Because 20 years ago,
70s and 80s it would play because that was the look anyway.
But even when I went there in like early 2000, probably like 2000. That looked still. There were still bikers down there.
Yeah.
There was still a very eclectic mix of people in Key West. Whereas now
It's just a tourist destination, right?
it's not as eclectic.
Yeah.
Yeah, cruise ships pop in there now.
Yeah.
So like, a ton of people dump out. They
Ooh,
look
that
like-
sounds horrible.
They look like cruise ship people. They're not bikers or
My
people running cocaine from Cuba.
Yeah.
This was gone. But in 2000, that element was still very much alive.
Yeah.
And so I was like, this is going to play great. And so like I walked out and I went to dinner and I was like, I look like a fucking asshole. Like, this is not
It
good.
doesn't work when you're not comfortable in it.
I was uncomfortable. I shaved it off pretty quickly. And then I just went with a full mustache, but like handlebar.
But the boat people were saying there's a local.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they still got a little of that riffraff running around.
Like, sir, this is not a Margaritaville.
Yeah, exactly.
I like to think you look like 70s Jimmy Buffett.
That's what you were going for?
I mean, I was doing something.
Your hair wasn't as wild, though.
No. But so I shaved the mustache into just a big handlebar mustache after that and just left that. And I'd gone to the gym the next morning. I was working out and I came out. I finished before my wife and my daughter. And I was like, well, I'm just going to go outside and get some sun. I took my shirt off and I'm just standing there on the corner with my giant
Oh my God.
Village People mustache. And this guy walks by across the street and he gives me the nod.
Yeah,
Like-
you knew what that meant.
It meant, what's up? Because he was like an in shape dude. I was like, hell yeah, respect.
Dude,
that.
you're in gay shape.
I didn't
If
realize
another
that.
guy in the shape that you are in gives you the head nod, that only means one thing.
I see that now. So he nodded and I nodded and he went,
He kissed at you?
yeah, he kissed at me.
At.
Nice.
Why is at in air quotes?
I was like, and I mean, I'm comfortable enough that I was like, compliment. And I was like, awkward. It's like both of those.
He's scrambling to find a shirt. Let me get this back
Yeah,
on.
it's real awkward because you're standing outside with a boner.
I mean, who does that?
Yeah.
The Cialis was kicking in. I was like, I can't control it. It
Was this a gym or the hotel gym?
was a hotel gym, but it was across the street.
From a real gym?
No, it's like they just had an outcrop building that they had.
Can you imagine the confusion that poor lost soul was going through? He's like, I got rejected, but he gave me the head nod.
Yeah.
He's clearly gay. And then I made the first
Yeah.
step and he put his shirt on and started crying. I don't understand what happened.
Hard to get.
Playing hard.
That's the way to do it. You don't want to be overly anxious. It doesn't help.
So when did y'all meet up?
Later,
Yeah.
after I put the kids to bed, I had to hook it up. But I've never seen anyone drop a kissy face on me in all my years. I've never had that. I was like, hell yeah.
Now,
I mean,
how
what?
far away was this guy?
Like across a 1-lane street right there.
You
So like
you
if
have
you were,
to love this.
so like if you
It didn't
were,
bother me at all.
If you were at your front door of your house, he'd be like at the front door of the house across the street.
No,
No.
like the width of the pallet house.
Oh, so I mean, you were literally standing on the corner. You were false advertising.
Yeah, I had walked out. I was standing on the sidewalk. He was standing on that sidewalk, and he was walking by. He nodded. I nodded. I respected. Look at this man in shape. His shorts are a little short, but he's a good man. He's in shape.
Now he says the shorts are a little.
The shorts were a little short. They were a little louder colored than I would have liked, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's Key West.
Yeah.
People are on vacation.
The follow up that Brendan shaves completely, goes back out the next morning with a hat on, nothing, and the same guy looks at him and says, "Doesn't even." Oh,
Literally 100%. I went upstairs. Actually, no, that's not true. I did go to the beach with the mustache too, and then noticed that there were a bunch of mustaches in the wild because the younger
Yeah, they're coming
Oh, yeah.
back around.
millennials were actually rocking the mustaches. And then I was like, mine's a little.
Gray.
No, because I'd been dying with it.
Yeah, you're the
Since
you
November.
have like color dysmorphia.
He does.
You're like, look how dark this is. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? You're not color. I mean, you're color blind, not
Color
shade blind.
dysmorphia.
Because you hadn't shaved Sunday when I saw you at watching the last Masters round, and you were it's gray beard.
Oh, this beard comes. I mean, I'm sure there's all
No, but
this
he
white-
always quote unquote literally air quote
Yeah.
dyes it with his special dye that does no
Nothing.
It
difference.
should be air quote. It's a shampoo.
Yeah.
You guys say there's no difference, but when I don't do it, it's all just white.
It's well then the difference is almost nothing.
Yeah, it looks like someone took your beard and cleaned the baseboards with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's the
subtle.
dye.
Yeah, it's a subtle dye job.
Yeah, it looks old to millennials, is what you're getting at.
Yeah, well, and I noticed that.
Yes.
So I went upstairs and I shaved. I was like, all right, I've been kissed at. I'm not feeling comfortable around the other mustaches.
22-year-olds handed me their trash when I walked by.
Yeah.
So I shaved it off and I just kept long sideburns. Like a la 90s style, though. Like
Yeah.
thin, long sideburns.
Boy band style.
When the guests are, oh, here's a few dollars. You may need that.
Which were white sideburns.
Yeah.
So that was not a great look, but I kept that.
You need some help, man. You're horrible at being gay.
I'm not gay.
I know. You need some gay influence in your life to be like,
I feel like I got plenty of it around me.
dye that shit,
Yeah.
trim that shit.
I mean, how many people in this room shave their chest? None.
Not me.
Yeah. And I got plenty of.
One guy does.
Yeah.
Fourth wall.
I mean,
I did it once and I was like, this is not the look I'm going for.
I should do trim. I trim down when things get a little bit long, just so that way I don't get.
You're
like,
pointing at your arm.
Yeah, bushy hair everywhere. I'll do it to my chest. Do it to my arms.
yeah, I think that's the move is the light trim.
Yeah. I don't want the. I don't want giant hair sticking up or waving in the wind.
I'll take a clipper if I have a stray hair that's like crazy long, but like I don't shave.
I
Oh,
definitely
we can tell.
I definitely take the clippers if
Yeah, but it's-
bees start coming out of the shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, the shirt, the
Yeah.
chest hair over the top of the neckline.
like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah, that's. But for a long time, that's
That's a dope
super
look.
hot. Yeah.
Yeah, back when people loved smells.
I did see that look a lot in Key West, but only at the only, the greatest band of all time, the Beach Boys.
Yes. How was that?
I went and saw the Beach Boys. Unbeknownst to me, only one member of the Beach Boys left in the Beach Boys. Still a shit ton of people on that stage.
Yeah.
Tribute band.
So we were talking about that conversation about tribute band.
I bet you didn't. I bet you had no clue. Like when they sang and did everything, it probably sounded exactly like.
It was pretty damn good. But when I came out, I was like, all right, that guy's a Beach Boy.
The 90-year-old.
Yeah.
And then the 22-year-olds are like, I don't think those guys are the Beach Boys.
Yeah. There
Which
was one,
guy is the last guy? I don't even know. Not the guy that wears the Beach Boys hat. He died, right?
is it Mike
Mike.
Love?
Yeah.
Mike Love.
No, Mike Love was, I think he was there.
He's the one guy.
Yeah, I think he was the guy. Now there was another guy who had been on that tour up until like 2 weeks prior, and had decided he needed to hang up his,
Oh.
his beach
That
towel.
sucks.
Yeah, so I got
Mike Love and Al Jardine are the only two.
yeah, but Al just left.
Oh, okay. This is as of 2025.
That's right. Because right before, like 2 weeks before, he dropped out. So I caught literally the last gasp of what's left of the Beach Boys. Because Brian Wilson died.
That's still cool.
It was cool, but it was sad.
Do you want to hear something
It
crazy?
was?
Guess how old Mike Love is?
He's got to be 85.
4.
84?
Yeah.
Way off.
Crazy.
And he looked it and sounded it when
Why
he
is that crazy? They got their first hit over 60 years.
I know, but it's like to be touring still.
Yeah, it was the 60th anniversary of Pet Sounds. So
Great album.
great album. And these dudes came out. All right, first let me set the stage. Because my daughter and I decided to go. My wife and my other daughter are like, we're good. And I'm like, that's fine because these are $100 a ticket. So I'm fine spending $200 on the Beach Boys versus $400 on the Beach Boys. And I spent the whole trip there in the airports and everything trying to find the perfect seats because I like to be where you can just easily walk out. I don't like to have to like walk by 100 people,
Yeah.
and I didn't want lawn because it was literally $10 more to not have lawn. So I was like, let's have the seats. And then if it sucks, we'll go back to the lawn. That's always a good move when it's that cheap. When it's 100 or 110, it's like, fuck it.
I'm of the age I have to have a seat now.
Yeah, and I like having the option.
Yeah.
Because it's not like I was going to be bringing a blanket or bringing in
Yeah.
a chair. I'm on vacation.
Yeah.
So we got the seat, and I like found the perfect seat. And I was like, all right. I was like, look, there's one dude sitting right next to us, but that means we only have to walk over one guy.
Yeah.
And then we're
Yeah. Closer to the aisle is always better.
yeah. So I can go get beers. We can go to the bathroom. We can do whatever, and we don't have to like step over a bunch of people. We get there, and we roll in, and we sit down in our seats. And I look to my right, and the row is just empty, all the way to the other end. And I'm like, well, I'm sure the people will show up at some point. Dude, no. Like, I had a bad feeling when they were like offering me tremendous upgrades to my seats for like pennies, like on the app, because they were trying to get everybody to fill in the pit. And I was like, I'm fine. It was so poorly attended. It was horrible.
Really?
And the only person, this
They were
guy,
charging too much.
maybe so, or the Beach Boys with only one dude left is not as impressive.
Yeah, but if
No
you
one
think,
knows.
but if you think of the, say you're the same age as the Beach Boys and you grew up with them, you're not in that mindset of $100 is just $100. You're like, I used to pay $20 or $18 to go see these guys. I'm not thinking
Maybe
of-
so. But
If
you're
you're,
also,
if you're 84 years old in Key West, you're not worrying about
Money.
money.
no,
well,
that
true.
place is pricey. But so the only person who sat down in our row
Was that guy?
was Kevin. Kevin sat right next to my daughter, and he just leans over and starts talking to us right away. Kevin from Ohio.
I hope you slid down.
So I literally, when my daughter and I went to get a couple beers, because I got to have a couple beers in my hand, I got double fists, Beach Boys. I came back. I was like, hey, you want me to sit next to Kevin? So you don't have to sit next to Kevin. But I thought people might fill in.
Yeah.
No. That thing literally was empty.
So you
and we
just-
still had to step over Kevin because you couldn't get out the other way. Like it was such a long walk, so you'd have to step over Kevin and then walk all the way around. It was poorly
Well,
set
what
up.
about the seats in the row in front of you or behind you?
There were 4 people directly in front of us and 4 people directly behind us. I
Everybody had the
could've
same
moved.
idea.
Yeah,
aisle.
everyone wanted that aisle. And it was funny because you don't often see this, but like you could have conversations with like everybody because there's only, a dozen of you
Yeah.
in this whole area. And so like somebody makes a good joke.
And they weren't hella loud, I'm sure.
No. So someone would make a joke and people would turn around and be like, that's awesome. Like it was very, like my daughter made a joke, like they went off on a break and she was like, oh, he's going to take a power nap. And everybody turned around and was like, that's awesome. That's hilarious. Like laughing with her. I was like, this is a good
I
experience.
was gonna say, you guys are cracking jokes. Doesn't sound like they were too captivating.
It was a little rough. The drummer is fire. Whoever this new guy is, that's the drummer, is very entertaining. He's always twirling the sticks and going nuts.
So even he's bored.
No.
I love that like he's trying to like rock show the Beach Boys.
He is. He was rock showing it like crazy. But what else is he going to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's rough. You guys don't hear the
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, it's loud.
The compressor.
It's gotten louder.
You should just,
Is it ice maker?
just unplug that thing.
No shit. A month ago.
It's still making ice.
Probably should
Go
office
for it.
space it.
No, that thing's awesome. But yeah, then they came out and they just they played hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. And I mean like 2-minute, 30-second versions of the hits and just didn't stop. Boom, 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 boom. Powered through them the whole time. And you realize like they started with like Deuce Coupe or something. I'm like, what are you doing? Like that's not even
You can't start with your number one.
Deuce Coupe is not a number one.
I'm saying you can't start with your number
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, but you can't start with a turd.
Deuce Coupe was on the charts.
Yeah.
Oh, it shouldn't have been.
That's a good song.
Yeah, like that's like 1962.
They have enough songs
They have
that
yeah.
they could break it up. They did an entire like cars, so all the imagery would be cars.
Yeah.
And then they did like all surf songs, and like they were able to do that. Then they did the intermission, and then it was Pet Sounds, and it's a stark difference
Oh yeah.
when the
Yeah.
Beach Boys when Marilyn Manson influenced them, and like everything
Marilyn
changed.
Manson.
Not Marilyn Manson, Charles Manson. Sorry.
Trent Reznor went back in time.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, it was kind of
They
sad.
probably
though.
the harmonies couldn't have been as good.
Actually the
probably better.
harmonies were okay
Really?
because the guys they got
Yeah, tribute artist.
great at harmonies. They didn't sell any merch.
That's wild.
No Beach Boys merch. My daughter and I were like, well, we'll get some like Pet Sound 60th anniversary
Yeah.
shirts. Like, that'd be cool. We walked around and we're like asking everybody, and they're like, no, they don't have merch. They had a food truck selling fake weed,
Really?
but they didn't have, the only merch tent in the whole place was some company called Blackout Island. And all the shit is like skeletons shit canned on an island or something. I was like, I can't buy Blackout Island merch. Like, where's the Beach Boys merch? No merch. Like, they are just going through the motions. It'll be over soon.
Yeah. But you got to see him.
I got to see him, but I got to see one dude.
You still saw him.
I think I saw
When that guy dies, do you think the rights have transferred over?
Yeah.
And they'll still just keep going with no original members?
A lot of
Or
those
will
bands
they,
do that.
Will they switch over to an actual tribute band?
It'll be a tribute band. But he does hold the sole rights to being the official Beach Boys.
Right.
But yet not selling merch? I mean, that's a huge miss.
Yeah. I mean, merch is a huge moneymaker for any band.
I'm saying, why are you not selling merch?
And he wears merch. He's the dumbass who's for 60 years has been wearing a Beach Boys hat.
Yeah.
Well, like
Wearing all that
wearing
shit.
his own gear.
It was really kind of a surreal moment because he was so old. He'd come in flat or miss notes, and his voice doesn't have the power, and then the band would.
I was going to say, normally they hire 4 soul singers to
Yeah, they'd clean
carry
it.
everybody.
Yeah.
They'd clean it up, but every once in a while, like Surfer Girl, it's just him for a little bit, and like.
He still thinks he has it. He's
Well, and
still
there's times
a
he does.
25-year-old in his mind. You
I
know?
would say
like
eight-
you are, like we all are.
80% of the time, he's got it. But 20% of the time, you're like, fuck, oh, God, come on.
Man, when I was at that Luke Combs concert a couple weeks ago, like
Yeah.
he sold some dope ass merch. Like I actually saw a shirt that was so cool. I was like, I'm gonna have to buy this for my son. And it was the most expensive shirt I probably ever bought in my life.
$60.
Well, it was $55 plus tax.
Yeah, $60.
Plus tip, because the guy did me a
Oh.
solid and let me jump the line. And I was like, he's like, you can leave a tip if you want. I was like, yeah, I gotta leave a tip.
Well played. So over $60.
Yeah, it was like $63
Yeah, there you
for
go.
a T-shirt, but it was fire.
Damn it, I love merch stuff. I'm going to see Flatland Cavalry tomorrow night, and I just don't know if.
Well, I'm probably told the story on here years ago. I went and saw Jackson Brown and was gonna buy a Jackson Brown shirt because I was like, my cheap ass is gonna buy a Jackson Brown shirt at the Jackson Brown show. Like I'm excited.
Yeah.
And the one shirt I wanted, they didn't have my size. And I was like, fuck it. I'm not getting anything. Went home that night. It was $40.
Order it.
Went home that night. The exact shirt, literally on Amazon for $20 at my house the next day. Like,
Nothing missed.
Yeah.
The only thing that you miss is the carrying it around.
yeah.
Like it was at the show.
Which I bought. I tried to buy it at the end because I didn't want to carry it around.
So
you
real
go.
quick, you were at the Luke Combs concert. I talked to a bunch of people that went.
yeah.
Everybody said the same thing. It took them 3 hours to get out of there.
Yeah. Everybody
So they
else
just
didn't
weren't-
take me that long.
Well, you have special.
It's tough, though.
I left as soon as the show was over and I had great parking. So I was like, phew.
Because Charlottesville is just not built for that many people
Well,
to go to
no-
the stadium.
Text the same way. The Metallica show was the same thing. Like, I mean, you're in a fucking podunk town that has like 4 ways in and out. Like, it's
He's
not
got
made-
better infrastructure to Sonic.
But
Yeah.
not just that. For a football game, they have parking miles away, designated parking, and everyone knows. Oh, I'm not one of the lucky 10,000 people, so I have to park 2 or 3 miles away.
Which softens the blow.
Concert goers, that may very well be foreign to them.
Yeah.
So they're cramming them in as close as possible, and then
Yeah.
it becomes a nightmare.
Dude, I went to the new ballpark.
The new
Oh,
Flying
Squirrels?
Squirrels Park?
Yeah.
I want to go. What's it like?
It's phenomenal.
Really?
Like, it is top tier. Like, for minor league, it's up there. Like, it's,
Really?
Yeah, it's real nice.
Why is it so nice?
All the seats are close to the field. Tons of different varieties and pricings of seats.
So not a bad view.
Not a
place.
bad view.
Okay.
My curiosity is, how high is the highest seat? Because I know they didn't go as
It's
tall
not
as-
high. It's not high at all.
Is it all the way around?
so they all feel like
There's,
lower
there's
level.
seating all the way around.
Okay, that's different.
The high seat, the tall seats, are the suites that are
Oh,
everything.
so there's no upper deck seats above
There's
the
no
seats.
Like
upper
press
deck.
box level.
Yes.
That's the highest.
yes.
Okay.
Everything
cool.
is concourse and down to the field, and then the suites are from first base to third base above the concourse.
So at an MLB stadium, that lower level.
Yeah.
Is that like the extent of what we have?
Yes.
And then it's just suites above that,
Yep.
and then nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
that's perfect.
And you can walk around the entire field
On the concourse?
on the concourse and see the field
Didn't
the
know.
whole way around.
Oh,
So,
you're
like-
never blocked out from
Yeah.
the view, because that happens all the time.
Well, like there's a spot in left field where like you're behind some seats that it's
but the
kind of blocked.
majority of the
But
time,
yes,
when
yes.
you're at an MLB stadium, you get like the center field to right field, maybe, where you
Yeah.
can see as you're walking. With the rest of it, you're inside.
Well, a lot of the new stuff they're designing that way, but like the older stadiums, like the Diamond, as soon as you walk to get food, you weren't seeing anything.
yeah,
But this, you can see everything.
that's great. And I'm assuming TVs now.
TVs everywhere.
That's great.
Was that because you went to a game? But did you go when they had the opening like little festival concert?
No, I just went to last Sunday's game.
Okay,
At it was like a 2
because that
o'clock
was the
game.
one that
How's the food?
Did not eat, but
How'd it
looked
look?
good. Look good.
Because food matters.
Yeah, I mean it was overpriced. Like my son was like, "I want a hot dog." It was $5. It's like jumbo hot dog. It was a fucking hot dog.
Yeah, jumbo hot dog. Well, you've seen those. What's that promotion they're doing? The 9.99.
Yeah,
You gotta-
9.
You got to eat 9 hot dogs, drink 9 beers in 9 innings.
Have you seen what the stadiums are doing?
Yeah,
so
and
some
it's-
little
but it's-
mini hot dogs
But
and
that
like
was about to
one
say.
beer, yeah.
So it is a jumbo
And shot
hot dog.
glasses.
The other one is a
Yeah,
jumbo
yeah.
hot dog because you can go buy a 9.99 promotion now at like 7 different major league stadiums, and it's a little hot dog
Yeah.
and a 2-ounce beer. That's not a 9.99.
The one I saw, they were giving like 9 shot glasses, and you get like a 16-ounce beer, and you'd have to pour it in each one.
That's
and you
not
wouldn't
how it
even
works.
fill all 9 shot glasses.
You got to drink
9
9
full-
16-ounce beers.
or at least 12-ounce beers.
Sure. You got to put down 9 jumbo hot
Yeah,
dogs.
9 Nathan's Famous.
Yes.
well, you think you could do? That's just a dog and beer an inning.
It's easier said than done.
True.
Yeah, dude.
what do
The
you
first
get?
inning's no problem. Nothing. It's just it's a pride thing.
It's a challenge.
It
It's
started.
like Power Hour.
Yeah, it started just as guys fucking around.
Dude, you say just a beer and dog an inning? Like a major league game now is 2.5 hours.
Oh,
Like
I understand. There's a shot clock on the game now because the pitch count and everything, but
even at 3 hours, like that's a lot of hot dogs and beer to take.
it's more. Yeah, the hot
yeah.
dogs are. That's the bread is where you're losing me. I don't think I could do that.
Then you can't.
I could do
can't
the, I
win.
could do the hot dogs and the beer, but
So you can
the
do
bread.
the mini challenge.
Yeah.
It's just built.
Stu's
for you.
a wiener guy, not a buns guy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Everybody knows that.
I get it. You go to Key West. It's beautiful.
Never been.
Beautiful. You would love
Need
Key
to go.
West. The only catch with Key West that I didn't know, when I went 20 some years ago, it wasn't this way, I should say. It is so expensive now. Oh my gosh. Like my wife was
Like
like,
major league beer costs at every bar.
dude, I spent
You could have gone,
for-
to, you
for
could have gone to
dinners-
Mexico for a month.
for dinners after tip, it was $400
Oh!
every time.
All right, I'm not going to Key
Every
West.
time.
Dude, that's ludicrous.
Oh, yeah.
Lunchtime? Because
Yeah, but you're having drinks and
We
you're
are.
probably not eating off the value menu.
no, but even then, 400.
Like you're telling me you can't get a chicken meal for a chicken at a dinner at
Yeah,
a
if you're doing-
restaurant
if
for
you're-
$25?
If you're
No.
doing,
33, something like that.
but you're doing 2 $80 bottles of wine and shit
No,
like that.
I'm not. Dude, it was insane. Just every time I was like, poof. I guess it's the drinks they're probably just really not discounting. But the food is inflated. Everything.
Yeah.
Lunches, $200 lunches.
Whoa.
Like all the time. And I'm like, what is happening right now?
You can like go to the store and buy some lunch meat or something. Yeah,
Why would you say that? That's the dumbest thing.
that's
I've
what
ever
I would
heard.
do.
I did that.
Who are you
Well,
talking
I know.
to?
We were
But
at
it's funny that he's complaining about
Right.
it when there's a fix.
There's definitely a convenience store at a minimum, possibly a grocery store, that you could get some
dude, I was
lunch
buying,
meats and bread.
I was stocking the room with bullshit, but that stuff's still kind of pricey too. Like everything has a tax.
No, I get it.
West
Like
tax.
when we went on our honeymoon 20 years ago, like we caught a cab into town. This was in St. Thomas, and we went to a grocery store and we spent $200, which 20 years ago was a lot for food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a week, but like the same thing, the restaurant was like way too expensive and everything else is closed. It's like, I mean, even your most expensive grocery bill is cheaper than going out for a $400 dinner.
Hell yeah. I remember
5 nights
that,
in a row.
That first night we ate on the resort because
Yeah.
the place we're at was like technically a resort. And I remember I went down and I saw that the steak was market price. And I was like, I'm going to end up paying for this. I was like, I bet this ends up being like a $200 meal. When I got that bill and it was over $300, I was like, fuck. Like, that's insane. And then I thought, you know what? We're getting off this resort.
Yeah.
This is where they're gouging us. Nope.
I still have this memory from like 25 years ago eating in one of those fine restaurants in Manhattan. And Joy and I, we got hardly any food. I mean, it was like the size of a silver dollar.
Yeah.
And for the two of us with 2 drinks each, it was like almost $300. And I about shit myself.
Yeah.
And, 25 years of inflation later, when I hear someone talk about a $300 meal, I'm still horrified.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I make significantly more money than I did when I was 24.
Dude, I bet you about fell over when $300 25 years ago. I mean, that's ludicrous.
I've forgotten the physical pain
Yeah.
I went through.
Yeah.
for that.
That's like when I was in New York, did the new One World Trade tour.
Yep.
Did the elevator, did all the sites, went all the way up to the top, hung around, did the tour was like 30 minutes. It was great. But I was like, after it was done, they just let you out at this bar up top. I was like, well, I'm here. Might as well. I'm by myself. Just going to had a gin and tonic. Before tip, it was $38.
Woo, that's a good gin and tonic.
And it was just, it wasn't anything special. It
Yeah,
was
it's
just,
a Tanqueray,
and they got you.
Kroger tonic water.
Like,
Dude.
The only hookup
ridiculous.
I did have, I got a good hookup. My cousin does the insurance for the things that are kind of like uninsurable. So like think like I have a jet ski place and like no one wants to do this and like he can figure it out. He does specialty insurance for people who rent stuff. Like that's his world. Parasailing, like it's hard to get insurance on that shit, but he can do it. So he was like, "Oh, you're going to Key West?" He's like, "Dude, head over to Hydro Thunder." He's like, "I'll have a golf cart waiting for you. You can just have it for the week." And I was like,
That's dope.
I was
That's
like,
great.
well, no, I'm gonna have to pay for that. And he's like, no, dude, don't even worry about it. He's like, I'm friends with the owner, no worries.
And that literally costs the owner $50.
But rental would be $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, he said this dude is a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
And every year, what happens is at the end of the season, he then sells all his golf carts to all the other golf cart rental places, and then he buys the all new fleet. So everyone goes to him because it's like the top end stuff. So I roll in this place. So I get picked up. Well, I land.
So
and
that
I'm
means
like-
you don't need a rental car while you're on the island.
I told my wife, I was like, hey, I got the hookup. Don't worry about it. I was like, I'm going to call this number and a Sprinter van's going to come pick us up. And then it's going to take us to the golf cart place and we're going to head to the place. She's like, all right, you got this all worked out? I was like, oh, yeah, it's all good. It's all in the arm. Don't worry about it. I call up this place. I don't know what place I'm calling. I don't know what name I'm referencing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, I'm Brendan. Owner said he was going to send a Sprinter van. She's like, I don't see you on this form at all. And I'm like, well, need to get the Sprinter van back to the place so I can get my golf cart. She's like, all right, I assume you have a reservation. I'll send him. She's like, walk from the airport to the Benihana. We don't want to pay the $15 surcharge to get into the airport. So I dragged the whole family to a Benihana parking lot. We waited for half an hour baking in the sun, just getting off the plane. Finally, this dude shows up in this Sprinter van and drives us. I convince him to drop off the family at the hotel and just take me.
Smart.
So I don't have to deal with the luggage. Because it says tips are appreciated. I'm
Yeah.
like, I can pay you for this.
Yeah.
Do all this stuff. We get there and they're like, hey, this guy's with Steve. Like, I guess that's the owner's name.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, sweet. I'm rocking up there and I'm like, yeah, here's my name, here's my information. They're like, we don't have any reservation. I'm like, all right. I was like, try this name. And they're like, nope. I'm like, oh, fuck. So I call my cousin. I'm like, hey, I'm standing here. They look at me like I'm an asshole. He's like, let me make a call. And the lady's like, why don't we just call Steve and ask if he knows this guy? And the guy right in front of me is like, but we're going to let everyone who comes off the street knows the owner's name just have a golf cart and drive out of here. He's like, no. And the dude just like walks away from me. So now I'm feeling awkward. Fortunately, it all worked out. It got figured out, and I got a golf cart for the week until he found out I was from Virginia. That was a little weird. The guy's like, "Oh, Virginia." The girl starts laughing. They like hate Virginians.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was weird. And then finally he's like, "Virginia, steers and queers." And I'm like, "Isn't that a Texas thing?"
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no fucking steers in Virginia.
No, I was
The
like, this
fuck's
dude
guy-
hasn't been
fucking
off the
Florida,
island.
man.
What the fuck is this?
But meth got to him.
I've never heard anyone like
Ever say
have
that.
ill will upon Virginia.
It was
Like,
very
yeah.
odd. It was like Virginia, and immediately the whole place like,
Virginia doesn't even usually get lumped in with the South. Like,
we don't register on anyone's
Yeah.
radar.
Yeah, we're like the most boring state.
Yeah. Everybody's like, "Oh yeah, you were the United
we're in the
States."
news lately.
Yeah. It's only taken since the Civil War to get back to the news.
It's very odd.
Yeah.
But I had
that
a
is
golf
weird.
cart all week. That was great for free.
What kind?
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
What kind of golf? Like,
I ended up going gas
6-passenger,
because just a 4 passengers gas because I didn't want
What
to try
brand?
to.
Did it have like a stereo and all the good stuff?
No, I brought a stereo.
was it rainbow with lights?
No, it was just it was a Hydro Thunder. It was white. I don't know. I think it was a club car.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it beer 30?
There's
It
a
is.
4-pack that might have some beers stacked on top of it, unfortunately.
What's the brand? 'Cause there's a lot of beers in here.
Cripple tossing, as my wife calls it.
No, they're individuals too. So where'd you pick these up from?
I just said
Store
it.
or saw them? Cribble. Oh, sorry. I was looking at
This one?
Yep.
This looks like a winter beer.
I was thinking of you guys when I was in there the other day.
triple.
Why? In what manner? I'm confused.
I saw the style of beer and I'm like, you know what?
Whoops.
I bet these gentlemen would like to
Excuse me.
try something.
Because
Were
we
you
like
over there?
triple crossing?
Because you like the same, a certain style of beer by the same, or, you know, a macro brew of a similar style.
Save one.
That's yours.
Oh, well, I was gonna say if you weren't gonna.
I'm not opening this.
Oh,
dude.
okay.
The hell is this? Hearth?
Triple.
Never even heard of it.
Triple crossing. Ooh, an Irish stout. 4.5%.
Fail.
Oh, it's a wannabe Guinness. Get this garbage out of here.
No, that's so true though.
Did you pick this up the day of their 12-year anniversary?
I have no idea. It was
Because they celebrated their 12-year anniversary
Friday night.
the day of the Masters.
So overall, your trip was good? Would you go back?
I actually love Key West and I would gladly go back. The food is good, albeit overpriced.
Gee, I like good fish and like seafood and stuff.
So
Whoa, that's dark.
I don't eat seafood. Like I don't eat fish. But we went to this place that my aunt recommended.
I didn't know you didn't eat seafood.
Well, I eat some. I don't like fish. Like it's out of the question. But when I'm in the place that
Sushi?
has the fish, I'll eat sushi. How weird is that?
Well,
But so-
a lot of things you do don't make sense.
Thank you. So I walk into this place and my aunt recommended it, and she is like brilliant when it comes to food. Like she knows her shit. And I asked the girl, I said, "Look, I don't like fish. You're not going to win me over. The odds are bad. But in a place like this, I respect it. I know this is the spot." Because no one can even get reservations in this place. Like we had to get them months in advance. Like it's a big deal. And I was like, I want the fish that a non-fish lover will like. And she's like, the tile fish today is amazing. I was like, I've never even heard of tile.
Trash fish.
Is it?
All the things that are not tuna and whatever are basically trash fish, but they give them new names. And everyone's like, this is delicious.
Ooh, Chilean sea bass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all I know is I had that, and however they cooked it with all the rice and everything, it was amazing.
Is tile short for tilapia?
I don't know. You know what I did in
That's
that?
only lab grown.
You know what I did in that restaurant? That was our dress up night. So we had I was in like my linen pants, my linen shirt, and the girls are all dressed up. It's where we take our photos. We always do one dress up night. And I'm walking my daughter to the bathroom. Mind you, let me give a little preface. I asked my wife to drive the golf cart because I'd been out all day drinking with her. And I was feeling extremely tipsy, and she was fine.
Why not let the 16-year-old drive?
Because you had to be 18
18.
to drive. And it was like 4 blocks, but I was like, they were all clowning me. They're like, you're drunk. And I was like, all right, someone else drive.
Yeah.
So my wife drives up there. I'm eating the food. I'm feeling fine. I go walking to the bathroom with my daughter and I'm walking down the steps. And I missed the last step, which is the most uneasy feeling in the world when
Yeah.
you step off and your foot goes, nope.
Yeah.
And then you just keep going forward. And I ate shit. But I landed like when a superhero lands coming from the sky.
Yeah.
Like one knee down and the fist, like, goosh. And I was like, nailed it. And then popped back up. And then, of course, all the hostesses and them, are you okay? Is everything
This
all
sounds
right?
like the Wolf of Wall Street scene where he thinks he nails
in
it.
my mind.
Yeah. He's literally like rolled and like slammed into the wall. He's like, a superhero landed.
No, even my daughter was like, you popped right up. That was amazing. And I can't believe this, but the next day I was expecting I'm going to have a limp and be
Yeah.
all fucked up. Dude, no pain. I nailed it. Like I actually completely missed a step, ate shit in a restaurant, popped up, no injuries. That's huge for a man my age. That's precisely why we work out. Right there. So that when you fall, you don't die from it.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird how like when he falls in a restaurant, he's like, "I'm so thankful I wasn't hurt. That's to be expected at my age." But this motherfucker skateboards at 50 miles an
Yeah,
hour,
exactly.
goes
In the dark.
snowboarding. He's like, "No, it's totally safe."
His risk meter's way off.
You noticed the other day I showed up on a bicycle to a party instead of a skateboard. I thought that was very
You
grown up.
are getting a little bit more evolved.
I thought that was very grown up. Of course, it had a banana seat.
Dave, do you guys still get to use your bicycles?
Yeah,
Just hadn't seen one.
I'm in the market for a new bike.
Uh-oh.
I think I might get back into mountain biking.
Oh.
Oh, somebody's feeling spry.
No battery?
Speaking of
Yeah,
Key
I'm not-
West,
Dude, this beer is
did we
It's
say what it
interesting.
was? It's Hearth by
it's
Triple
the Triple
Cross.
Crossing Hearth. It's got strung lights on it. It very looks like a patio
It says
party of
4
sorts.
4.5?
Yep.
It reeks of coffee.
I was going to say it has a light coffee flavor, but
No, smell it.
I
Well, when I saw it poured in the cup, I was expecting something completely different.
oh, it's a beautiful pour.
Yeah.
It is dark.
It's like
Yeah.
it had a nitro in it or something. The crema or whatever, the head on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as makeshift Irish stouts go. It's okay.
It's a great tribute Irish stout.
yeah,
Or even a cover Irish
Yeah.
stout.
somewhere in there.
This is when it just
Not
gets,
the
This is
original.
when it just gets cool. It's not a winter. It's not like if it's 30 degrees outside, I'm not drinking.
That is the wrong beer tonight.
I mean, if you've had a few and someone handed that to you, you might think it's a Guinness. It's not far off.
It's not a hateful beer.
No.
And I immediately want to hate it
Yeah.
because don't come at me.
Yeah.
Like,
I actually think it's a lot smoother than a Guinness.
and I'm shy. What the fuck did you just?
I was
There's
waiting.
not as there's
He
not.
is gonna Irish car bomb your
It
ass.
is. It is.
I was waiting for a reaction there.
It's just not.
I'm so used to ignoring him.
Yeah.
And then I was like, this blasphemous shit just came out of his
Yeah.
mouth.
They drew first blood.
it's not
Yeah.
as. It's not as carbonated. I guess.
Okay, it's literally
makes it smooth.
carbonated with
I understand that.
standard CO2 and not nitrogen.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it actually
It can't
feels,
be as smooth.
It feels more carbonated. It's certainly less smooth. Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Just not getting the back end on it.
Stu just tanked this beer for Brendan
Yeah.
by saying
Well,
that.
fucking two.
Yep.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
So you just don't like it?
Are you surprised when Stu doesn't say the correct thing when it comes to the beer
The problem
at
is
this point?
that he's entitled to his opinion because it is a deli.
Yes.
So I can't argue with it, but I can be offended by it
Yes.
because it's my prerogative.
Stu, go ahead and lead us off. Because
Well,
I'm
for
curious
the-
to see your scoring on this.
No, 5.
I'm just going to give it a 3
After all that.
because it's pretty good. I don't usually seek out Irish stout,
Smoother than a Guinness.
Right.
but not a Guinness.
It's better. I'm going to go with 3.
Yeah.
I didn't say it was better than Guinness. I said it was smoother. That doesn't mean it tastes better. It doesn't have the taste of a Guinness.
Brendan is crashing out, and I'm loving it.
I'm just here for your entertainment.
You're killing it.
Well, you can start anytime.
Well, no, seriously. Good night. I don't know. I mean, I don't drink a whole lot of Irish stouts. This is not top notch. It's not middle of the road. I mean, it is middle of the road. Three is what I'm going to give it because I like to.
2.5 would be middle of the road.
Yeah, I know. It's out of 5. I'm going to give it a little bit more because it's local.
Stu is fucking throwing a no-hitter on this fucking deli. You can't touch his shit.
I'll go. I'm going to agree with everything Stu said before he started talking. I think it's, I'm not an Irish stout. I'm not a stout of any kind, but Irish stouts I actually like better because they're like I don't know, they shouldn't even be called the same thing. Like stout to me is like a syrupy mess of a beer, 9%. The Irish stouts are delightful. I think this is a good mimicry.
Yeah.
The coffee, I feel it's slight and it disappears really quickly.
Yeah, I agreed more with you than Brendan on the.
And see,
But you
that's
said smell, so I mean,
I don't get a whole lot of
yeah.
coffee out of it.
yeah, go ahead.
It's hard. Like, I'm just not a huge dark beer fan. So it's probably a 3.5, but I'm going to go with 3.
Have you ever had a Sammy Smith oatmeal stout?
I've had a bunch of stuff that I don't remember. Every flavor of stout.
I don't know that we've ever done a Sammy Smith oatmeal stout.
doesn't sound familiar.
That
Is it one of those ones where if you aren't a stout guy, you have like 3 sips and you're like, that's delicious and I don't want any more?
No, that's what I find endearing about the Sammy Smith oatmeal stout is that you can just drink it. Like I think anyone can drink it, even people who don't like stouts, because it's just not an over the top stout.
I thought oatmeals were like heavier.
But none of it makes sense.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you. Like it should be a shitty beer, but it's like the pinnacle of oatmeal stout.
Because I had a Hardywood oatmeal stout, and it was just like thick as.
Yeah, no, I think this is the bar by which
Thick
I
as
judge
oatmeal?
other oatmeal stouts. All right, so we have a 3 and
2
a 3.
3s.
Yep.
2 3s. Honestly, this beer is a little difficult for me to judge. I think the nose has the coffee. I agree with you guys when you say that the flavor isn't coffee.
Yeah.
What the flavor is bitter. Mm-hmm. Like it's certainly bitter, but it's not identifiable as coffee when you taste it. But when I smell it, I smell coffee.
No, I agree. Like if I was on the painter scale, it'd be like a 3-4.
This
3,
beer
3.
does. To Stu's point, it's a pretty good approximation of an Irish stout. It really is.
No, that was Dave's point.
Stu said it too,
He actually said it was smoother.
which was the blasphemy came. But it really does a pretty good version of an Irish stout. The only problem I have with it is the aftertaste lingers
It
for a
does.
very long time.
Yeah.
Like on the roof of my mouth, I just know it's there. And like, I feel like if I kissed a girl, she'd be like, "What is that?" And like, that's a knock on the
But
Irish
you
Good
could-
thing
taste.
good thing you don't kiss girls.
I know.
You could
really cleaned
Stand
that
in the
up.
corner.
you could drink this at work and your boss would just be like, "Oh, he just smells like coffee all the time."
It's true.
Let's
You put it in
try
your cup,
that.
and it would look like coffee all day long.
This beer is a 3.5 for all intents and purposes. It's really that good. But that aftertaste hanging on too long. If that aftertaste cleaned up, it's a 3.5. I could hear arguments for better, but the aftertaste bothers me. So I'm gonna also give it a 3. Even though it's man,
It's
hold on.
tough. No, it's in between. It's
I'd
really
like
hard.
I'd really like to try this there on draft and see what it tastes.
It's a tough one.
The aftertaste isn't that offensive because you could make an argument for a 4 if you're a real stout guy. The fact that it's like lighter than your typical stout. Maybe that's what you meant by smooth.
Yeah.
It's lighter.
Yeah.
Oh,
It can't be
well,
smoother
what you
because the
said.
mouthfeel of a nitrogen-based beer is always going to be smoother.
Well,
But it's lighter. It's not as pungent. Nah, that aftertaste is coming out into the microphone. It's a 3.
But at the same point, I think you'd agree if someone said, "This is a 4 all day," you'd be like, "All right, your palate that makes
I
sense."
almost gave it a 3.5 because I have a hard time saying it's between a 3 and a 4,
Well,
which makes it a 3.5. But the aftertaste bothers me.
I'm offended by all three of you. Like, I thought after the first sip, this was going to be a hands down winner.
Easy money.
Easy. This is a great knockoff Guinness, and we scored a Guinness of 4.5. It's not a 1.5 below that. I mean, that's just ludicrous. Y'all are all insane. It's not as good as a Guinness, so I'm giving it a 4.
Hell yeah.
I think it's great. A great tribute, amalgamation, cover, whatever.
But that's good because that'll bring it up to like a 3.3.
That's a 3.25, but that's insulting.
Oh, yeah, and that makes sense.
That's insulting.
You think that's way too low?
I think so, personally.
It's a
What if you add
good
an
beer.
extra 0.5 in there? What does that get us to?
Yeah,
Not
what,
a 3.5.
What would a 3.5, a 3.3, and a 4 give it? Just for Dave's and I edification. Not that we're going to asterisk
what?
this. A 3.5, 3.3, and a 4.
That's 3 numbers.
A 3,
3.5,
a 3,
3.5, a 3,
a
another
3.
3.
and a 4.
Yeah.
so while he's figuring that out, why would we
3.375.
That's probably what it should be.
That's the answer. I don't care if the math didn't work. That is the answer.
So maybe we should do like we did last time. Get a Guinness and this, and do the taste.
Oh,
That is
I did. There are 2 extra cans in your fridge
Yeah.
of Guinness.
of this.
These
Man.
Take that.
That's how I felt.
You
Damn,
upset him.
bitch.
aggressive.
I was hoping I'd be reaching up here and ringing this deli bell.
Well,
You guys suck.
keep in mind, I was angry from the jump.
Yeah, you did get kind of thrown off your game there.
But I'm just saying, like we did with the raspberry ale, you could try this with the Guinness and see what you do.
Yeah, but it should stand on its own as a deli winner. Even if it's... I don't think it would beat a Guinness anyway.
No, it wouldn't.
It
but
wouldn't.
But it wouldn't even be a fair shake because we would have a nitrogen-based beer.
Yeah.
Because I would only buy the draft against this, and immediately the mouthfeel would be better. Everything. Now we could run it through the mythical.
Yeah, I haven't seen any beers come through that.
We haven't. We do have a
Write your initials.
fizzer. What's that thing called? I can't.
It's like Fizzer or something.
This is a machine designed to take a beer and put head on it
Yeah.
and
With-
physics.
With nitrogen.
No,
No,
it
with-
literally just.
Like atomizes it or something?
Yeah, it atomizes it. So like you go like this, you like pull it forward and then you push it back and it goes boom.
Amazingly, you already have that with your kegerator, and you didn't even have to pay for that.
No, but that'll take a bottle or a can beer, right? And do it?
Just about anything.
Like any one-off beer, you can run
Yeah,
through
you-
that thing.
You stick up to, I think, I know for a fact 16 ounces and 12 ounces. You throw them in there and then it's like a tap and it atomizes the beer and it's supposed to give it the mouthfeel, which would be, this would be a perfect beer.
Have you
to-
run a Miller Lite or something through it?
The problem with that thing is there is a tremendous learning curve because it's like you're supposed to pour it until it's 3/4 done. And then with the last quarter, you go the other way and then it puts the head on it. But if you leave it on the other way
Too
when
long.
it gets to the bottom, it just ruins the beer and foams it.
Yeah.
So like there is a real learning curve with that thing to create nitrogen. Yes, Stu, you're raising your hand.
I know how to work it
How do you know how to work it?
because we had to do the same thing at Kindred for their stout.
Look at that guy.
When
But
it was
out of
on
a
nitrous.
can?
He has skills you do not.
When they
that.
would put regular beers on, so we'd have nitro when they were trying to do their.
But the difficult thing is you have to gauge how much beer you've poured out and then
Right, three quarters, and then you go all the way back.
but if you go too long back,
He's
the
done
can
it.
ends. and
Why
it
are
goes-
you second
No,
guessing?
because he's
Stu?
using a can. He's using a keg. Like you can use the can, the
your
the
logic
glass to really
Yeah.
allow you. This is
I
This
had
is
to do
very
the same
difficult.
thing.
But
With
yeah,
the
that
motion,
is
it's
the
like
move.
It's forward, and then the last half or last quarter is back.
yeah, and that gives it that-
Changes the pressure.
and that's what the physics machine does, which we do own.
I got to see that thing work sometime.
I mean, technically, it's right over there.
Not
but-
now.
Okay, good.
Maybe later.
Because I don't want to deal with it right now. If I'm being honest,
Yeah.
because I just don't think.
Did you see any polydactyls?
Yeah, didn't we talk about that?
We talked that you wanted to.
What's a
I thought-
polydactyl?
It's a six-toed cat,
Oh, yeah.
or anything with six toes.
We talked about it on the text thread
I thought we talked about it in the podcast.
I don't think
before
so.
you went.
Yeah.
You
that
said I really want to.
You went to the Hemingway
I'm
house.
asking you if you saw.
But I
any.
remembered using the word on the podcast after.
because you said you wanted to see.
I do think we're revisiting a topic. But yes, I was at the Hemingway
That's
house.
been on the board for a long time.
Oh yeah, and because of that, this was great. So I came out here like the next week before I left for Key West, and I looked at the board and I was like, "The fuck is polydactyl?" And then I get to the Hemingway house, and I see the cats, and then I see the first one throw his big paw out, and I see the six toes, and it was like. It all just clicked. Like the whole podcast came back to me. And I was like, girls, do you know what that's called? The scientific name when they have six toes? They were like, six
Dad?
toes? I was like, no, polydactyl. I was like, look at all these polydactyl cats. I even said to the little, like, the people who were doing, like, working there, I was like, how many of these cats would you say are polydactyl? And they said a little over 50% at this point.
What? How was that tour?
I didn't take the actual tour.
Oh. Did you take the train tour that goes around town?
I had a golf cart. I
Yeah.
followed it for a while. Just kind of
close enough that you could hear the tour guide.
Just listen in, hanging out. My wife and I went for a little journey.
I'm saving $200 a person.
Did y'all hang out like on the beach?
Yeah, there was a beach there, but unfortunately, that beach had waiters, and they're so expensive at the resort. So I had to like get out. The best thing we did, the best deal in all of Key West.
Is there a Walmart?
No, there's a catamaran, like
That sounds cheap.
sandbar cruise.
Yeah.
Okay, it's $650 for four people.
God.
Hold on, four people.
Right.
What you spent on food is my vacation budget.
I was gonna say
No, but here's the beauty of that tour.
the beauty.
There's full lunch served the entire time, so fully catered.
So that's $400.
They're bringing out Cuban sandwiches. They're bringing out chicken tenders. They're bringing out fruits and all kinds of stuff. Plus, they've got Yingling, Miller Lite on draft, and full wine selection.
That probably is a good deal for you.
It's all you can drink and all you can eat. I ate so many chicken tenders and drank so many Miller Lights and Yinglings on that tour. And they take you out, and then they take you to like some mangroves in the middle of nowhere. And you get to kayak through the mangroves and do all that shit. And you come back, eat a bunch of lunch, keep
Is this a
drinking.
half day or a full day?
It's like a half day. And then they take you out to a sandbar, and they break out all the stand-up paddle boards and all the bullshit. And they literally walk around with pitchers of beer and just fill your beer and like, hey, girls need another Coke? And like,
Yeah.
so like if lunch is already going to be $200, then you're looking at a $450 upgrade to get all of that. That was actually the best deal. It was the only time that I was like, whew, nailed that.
Yeah.
That was a full day of like stuff to do, and I was fed and drunk. So I liked that.
Nice.
It's a win.
Yeah. Then I came out of that, went directly to Conch Republic, had to buy shirts for the kids, had to buy all the food. My wife spilled some champagne, had to buy more champagne. That one was super expensive.
Nice.
That was not a good deal. See, kind of all works out. Nope, doesn't.
Glad y'all had fun.
Did your kids have fun? Were they like, this is a great vacation?
They had a blast.
Okay.
Yeah, but they all they want to do is lay out. They're teenage girls.
Yeah.
Like they decide what
So
they
you could have
wanna
just
do.
gone to the White Knight's house.
Literally,
Yeah.
if I was allowed to bring kids.
Y'all never do like the rent a house at the Outer Banks or anything like that.
We're doing that this summer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but actually in the slower part of the Outer Banks. the Crystal Coast.
Don't even know where that is.
Oh, that's near Emerald Isle.
We're in Emerald Isle.
Yeah, so it's almost like you can't even call it the Outer Banks.
I was gonna say that's not.
They do.
Pretty far.
They're like, we're the Southern Outer Banks.
They're the Southern
Yeah.
Outer
But
Banks.
then the Outer Banks people are like, fuck you, you're Emerald Isle.
Yeah.
You don't even face the right direction.
Yeah.
They are the Southern Outer Banks. I know they're a client. So anyone who's a client, I buy the product.
Nice.
That's just, I figure karma matters. So I do that. So yes, I am now, we're doing an entire family beach vacation where they are. And they call themselves the Southern Outer Banks. Because I guess they just consider all those barrier islands.
So I
Outer
consider Southern Outer Banks like
Hatteras.
Topsail and Surf City, like way down, closer to Wilmington.
Nope, that's not even Outer Banks.
Banks. Nope,
Yeah.
it's different. But this is a
I
bank.
consider Hatteras the end of the Outer Banks.
Yeah, I think that's that's fair.
Southern Outer Banks.
Call it what you want.
It's a different
Yeah.
place.
Which is south of Southern Shores.
Yeah, it's a whole different
Southern
barrier
Shores
island.
is north of all of the Outer Banks.
exactly.
It's a whole nother barrier island there.
Yeah.
So I will be going there, and I checked it out, and there's nothing there.
But the beauty, we've been there a bunch, and we were there on 4th of July. Perfect weather, and I took a video, and you could see like one family 150 yards to your left, and another family maybe 75 yards to your right.
Yeah, it's pretty rural.
I mean, but they have plenty of great restaurants, and
but not that I can like ride my skateboard to.
sure you can.
Really?
Everything's on an island. I mean, can't be that far apart.
Sweet. Then that would be
No,
great.
you'll be fine. And if all your kids want to do is lay out, they'll be totally fine. There's not a lot of putt and all that shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to Putt Putt.
Right.
I wanted to go on the.
No, I get it. I don't
catamaran
either.
cruise.
That's what I'm saying. Emerald Isle is great.
Yeah, Putt Putt sucks. Like, is Putt Putt one of the more overrated?
I still love a putt-putt.
It was a big deal in the
I just
80s.
never go.
But then you can't love it that much.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think there's one around anymore here.
There's miniature golf places.
Yes.
they're
but it's not
always
a
at those
putt-putt.
beach places.
Yeah.
Yeah, the plane crashed into a volcano. Some bullshit. Big
Random dinosaur.
T-Rex. I was about to
Yeah.
say there's always a dinosaur. Gotta have a dinosaur. That's more ubiquitous than the windmill
Yeah.
at this point. The windmill's the trope.
And they could have had a rhino ass, but
Yeah, they
Lost
dropped the
out.
ball.
Man, you put it right into the ass.
gets a crawl in after it.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great. Retrieve your own ball.
Yep.
Oh, it makes a
That's
money
the,
maker.
that's the 19th hole.
Hole in one, you get to crawl through.
That's the end. You make it in the rhinos, they actually get a free round.
You just get to crawl out.
Yeah.
But it's so hard to do because there's holes all around that it falls into. Oh, I like that. That's pretty good.
Uh-oh. No,
Sorry.
baseball.
Just want to see battle of batting versus pitching.
Yeah, I was about to say those stats don't even align. Very confused by that.
Decimal, move it.
Yeah, what is your favorite of the beach like family activities? You know, you got your go-karts, your bumper boats,
Obviously, go-karts.
you got your putt-putt.
It's definitely go-karts.
Go-karts for you?
Yep. I mean, if you're talking about things that don't involve drinking and sand,
Yeah, I'm saying like there's all those things that find their way to the beach.
right, it's go-karts.
We've never done a like family beach vacation.
What?
Yeah.
I think
How
we-
is that?
I think our family's done 30 of them in 25 years. Like we
See, we did
love going to the beach.
we did Sandbridge for like 4 years, and their prices went through the roof. And then we moved down to Topsail and Surf City, and the putt down there and the golf carts, they're fun. But yeah, I mean, one of the best times we had as a family activity was actually in Sandbridge on a Thursday night. The firehouse opens up and did bingo. And
Nice.
took the whole family right
Okay.
out front
Little
on
bingo.
the beach, and the guys did
Little
everything. We
local
just-
flair.
I mean, I
was
guess
fun.
we could count bingo, and if you're gonna take that, then you could even like throw in like the Ripleys.
No, it's not the bingo. It was being at the firehouse,
Of course.
and playing bingo.
Of course, I think when I was a kid,
Did they
I
let you
always
go
felt
down
like
the pole?
I didn't. The kids got to enjoy it. They had some fun.
you have daughters, right?
Checks.
I just
Don't make me answer.
As a kid, I always liked the bumper
How is she going
boats.
up the pole? That's amazing.
Bumper boats
I
are
see a
the
bright
worst.
future.
But when I was a kid, I thought bumper boats were the single coolest thing. And then I think as I got closer to 16, then go-karts really
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
took over. And I
Go-karts are awesome, except there's always a big difference between every cart, and like you'll get the lame one, and you're like getting outdriven by your little brother.
You know
from
when
like
there's-
8-year-old.
That's why you spin them out.
Yeah.
You know
But
when there's
once
not
they're
a
past
difference?
you can't even catch up to them.
Yeah.
there is zero difference in go-karts when you have the fast one.
Yeah.
You're like, you just say, fuck y'all. They're all the same. They have the same governor.
And it sucks when you outweigh the other kids by 100, 150 pounds.
It'll slow you down.
Yeah.
I do have to say the bumper boats changed when they started adding the water guns to them.
Yeah, see, that was a
That
nice
was
development. Now you can squirt people from all over. And then if you get caught up in a corner, you can just nuke that kid.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. I always liked that. Do y'all ever do the thing you go up and like you just like bungee jump down like in the seat, like vroom, like the slingshot? That's what it is. It starts at the bottom and fires you up.
They had one of those in Orlando when we were down there. A bunch of the kids did it. I've never done one.
I haven't either.
Is that like
Doesn't
the big
interest me.
round thing that's on it, and the seats are all surrounding a giant pole?
No,
and-
No, usually there's like two
this
people in them.
This is two just towers that go up, and it's bungees, and it's a
Two people
two-seater
or three
thing,
people.
and they pull it down, and you get in it, and then they launch you. And you
Yeah,
just go,
I don't do anything that could have something go wrong, and it's operated by either teenagers or carnies.
Yeah,
We were
I'm kind of in that.
I
vein
used
now.
to do that before
Yeah.
before I saw some cases. And I'm like, fucking carnies.
Yeah, some guy checks his
Fucking
phone, and you
teenagers.
shoot off the fucking thing.
No, that shit does happen.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was at the beach once debating on if I should do it, and an injury occurred,
Yeah.
and then they shut it down. I was like, you know what?
That's
I
like
think,
parasailing. Like I would never parasail
Nope.
anymore. I've seen
Oh yeah,
too
let's
many people
put that
like
on there.
fall.
Parasailing's we can add that into beach stuff. I've never done it, so I don't know if I like it or hate it.
It looks cool.
It does look kind
But
of,
And 99% of the time, it works out
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
but I can tell you, my cousin.
But
says
that one
it's
time-
very hard to insure those. Very hard.
Because there's a shit ton of cases of people getting maimed on them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because you
that's-
fall 400 feet and you're freaking dead.
Yeah, what goes wrong? You release
Yeah.
from the parasail, or the
the-
boat dies and then you just come crumbling down.
Yeah.
Like,
Or
what is it that is the main?
I mean, it's all a bunch of harnesses that have been taken apart and put back together, hundreds of times.
I'd rather fall for the parasail than have the whole thing go down and be on top of me, like trying to get out of the harness.
Well, you're done.
buried by it, drowning.
Yeah, I've seen that. Like the boat slow down and you just
I mean,
slowly
they dump
get,
you
like,
when the boat slows down, but then pulling back up. But yeah, if they actually cut the cord,
I thought they just reeled you in.
They do reel you in.
they do.
Yeah.
But sometimes they'll slow down enough to where you drop in and they dunk you and then they take off again and you lift back up.
Yeah.
Sketchy.
That's
Yeah.
well, we did it in Treasure Island, and you could see all the. So my ex-wife and my daughter went first, and then me and my youngest we went up. And when they came back, they're like, "Oh, when you get up there, you can see the turtles, you can see the sharks, you can see." And my youngest were like, "Sharks!" We get up there, and they're just big nurse sharks, nothing to worry about. But they start to slow down, and sure enough, they dump you, and she's just screaming.
Yeah, I
They're
believe
going to
it.
get us, but they power right back up.
All right, so when we bring all those things together, still go-karts for you guys?
Yes.
I do think go-karts are pretty much universally awesome.
But go-karts is a far, far, far distant second to anything in the sand plus alcohol.
Yeah.
I mean, I would rather hang out on the beach with my kid and bury them and help them
Yeah.
build a sandcastle and splash in the waves than go to a go-kart place.
While you
Or-
chug beers.
Or dig
Yes.
it. Or
Would you
dig it.
rather would you rather do that not drinking beers or go-kart?
Yeah, I would still first place. Not quite as distanced.
Okay. So it's an extreme distance between first and second.
Yes.
Well, what do you do that doesn't involve drinking beer?
Sleeping.
Sleeping. Dave gets it.
Cooking.
You're cooking,
Cooking?
wrong.
Yeah, breakfast.
That's the only time I miss beer is when I'm standing at the grill. I'm
Oh
like,
no, breakfast is
I'm like,
amazing.
I need a damn beer in my hand right now. This is brutal.
I have
Wake everybody
literally been talking to my wife and I've been like, no, we can't barbecue tonight. It's Wednesday. and she doesn't quite understand what that means. And it's because I don't want to say the rest of it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, well, if I can't drink beer, why am I here?
Yeah.
Like the beauty,
It's hot by the grill.
the beauty of barbecuing is that you can remove yourself
Working
from
the
family
barbecue,
dynamic.
working the grill, and I don't do it anymore because I have 2 boys, and cutting the grass, that's the time I want beer the most. I can go hang out with people, I can be in social settings, but when I'm on the grill and I'm done cutting the grass, I want a cold beer.
I find. Did you drink beer while you cut the grass?
No.
Okay, I was.
But
gonna
I
say-
had, like, yeah, but
I
I,
think
mean, I
that's
didn't,
one of the more overrated beers. The grass cutting beer.
while you're doing
Yeah,
it.
while you're doing it.
No.
One of the more underrated beers is the post grass
Yeah.
mowing beer.
Because I had it timed out where I could put 2 beers in the freezer and be done with at least with the front yard, and those would be just the right cold before they froze.
Why didn't you just leave them in the fridge?
Because they weren't cold enough. You're outside and it's hot.
No, before.
Just in time inventory.
Yeah.
That's weird. Wait, you'd freeze them and then leave them outside?
And the shower beer is good.
No.
Before you're
I
going
knew
out.
how long it would take me less than 20 minutes to do the front yard, and I would.
If
put
only there was a
2
way to
beers in-
keep beer cold
right.
all the time, I think is
Weird.
Dave's point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the refrigerator. But
Well,
you
what-
want them just before they freeze.
A fridge. I've never heard of this.
What kind of
Refrigerator.
black magic is this?
Yes. What are you talking about? You put it in the creek.
Yeah.
Caldwell Fields.
Yeah. You gotta find. You
go-
gotta find a spring-fed creek.
You go to the glacier, you chip off the ice.
Yeah. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
I got an ice
How it
guy.
says, yeah.
What is that? That's called frozen water.
You go to Brennan's house, you go to his loud ass
Yeah.
Chick Fil A ice maker.
Which now we're gonna have to
Sonic.
dump everything. Out. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's Sonic Ice.
Be sure to plug it back in.
It needs to be cleaned. I think it's time to dump the whole system.
The fish could use some cold water. Maybe it's a little hot outside.
You had me at the dirt is making it run poorly.
Yeah, no, dude, that thing gets all hemmed up over time.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a lot of shit that grows in damp environments.
I'm honestly trying to think. I don't think we've done a full beach vacation as a family.
That is
like,
so crazy to me.
we go
When you
to
say full, like you
like,
mean
rent a beach house.
Oh.
And we've got actually when
day beach, like go to the beach for the day.
yeah, like we've been for a weekend when the kids were little. And like we go to Virginia Beach and stay at my sister's house all the time. So I mean we're kind of down in that
kinda
area
need
all
to
the
do
time.
it. You kind of need to do it. And your boys are at
It's
the age
boring
now.
though.
No, but they get to bring a friend now because they're going to
Yeah.
be bored. So now they get to bring a friend because your boys are teenagers now.
Yeah.
So then they bring a friend, and then like they're completely happy
Yeah.
doing whatever. They can just dick off all day. There's a million things for them.
I'm
to do.
selfish when it comes to my vacations though.
You want
with
the
the
time.
family.
I
I
know
want
you
the
do.
quality time.
But I think you can still get it. Like now that the kids are bringing friends.
Take them go karting.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
have a blast. But you should do a beach vacation. I'm shocked you haven't. It's because you have access
Well,
to a house.
And, yeah, and we're busy. So we're most of our vacations tend to center around what the kids are doing.
Yeah, but for a while there, what? How many years you had the lake?
Yeah, we had the lake place for 6 years. So we did that a lot.
Oh, I got something I need to talk about, but we're so late. My summer's changed dramatically. I'll give that as a tease.
You've teased a lot of shit and then don't follow through.
Well, considering the next episode's in a couple days. Because
Be sure to write down your teas so we know where to pick up.
Right.
It's a lot.
This one.
It's a lot of shit.
it's this one.
It's the one he teased 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've got two things that I could do. If we started on this, it'd be another 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
And if we started
Because I do
on
want
that-
to talk about that.
Yeah.
I should do a double. I have another deli.
Stick around.
What time is it?
10:15.
10, 15.
We could do it.
It'd be short. Wrap this up.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in this week.
Boom.
We certainly do appreciate the whatever it is you guys do. Listen, download, some of that stuff.
Cincinnati Swap.
Apparently, Cincinnati Swap, grab a phone, sign them up.
You turned it up too early.
I see that. Well, I got really excited to get rid of this shit. We also have Nectar sunglasses for sale. They're at nectarsunglasses.com. We drop ITPH in the coupon code. You get 20% off. Yeah, you're wearing some Nectars right now,
Are
Stu.
these yours?
You look cool. Yeah, man. Those are some
You wear
old school.
all white?
Yeah, when I snowboard.
Oh.
Like the all white with the blue lens. Yeah, when Nectar's your
So
sponsor,
when you
get a
drop
lot
them, you
of
never see them again.
It's a look. Sometimes you sacrifice for the look.
That's right.
Especially in Key West.
The mustache with no shirt. It's a look.
Yeah, these would have been perfect.
It was at the time. If you need a mortgage, you live in Georgia or Virginia, head over to screendoormortgage.com. Jimmy will
Virginia.
take care of you. Yeah, steers and queers.
You live in Virginia?
Thought that was such an odd reaction. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be talking to you next week. Cheers.
Cheers.
Peace out, Chris.
That was a pretty good podcast, don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
I like a week off.
I do not wish they all could be Virginia girls.